Welcome, foolish mortals, to my first live stream. It's a test out for hopefully what will work out tomorrow for the 100th subscription poll. Never done this before, so hang with me here, and I got a couple things to open. I want to open up a couple Funko sodas. Hey, Downfall, what's going on? And also, I'm going to open up a box of non-sports cards that I got. So, what are you up to tonight, Downfall? I appreciate your kind words on my 100th post. Maybe I'll catch up to you someday. Thank you very much. So, first up for the Funko sodas is Freddy Mercury, of course, of Queen fame. And this is him in his gold outfit. Really like Funko sodas. I don't know why. Again, it's me and my love of different packaging. So I unfortunately did not get to the chase, but he is 1 in 16,700. A little too much light. Thank you, sir. That's great. I just opened up my Freddy Mercury. Fortunately, I did not get the chase, but with Freddy, it was always somebody chasing somebody. Next up is Donatello. This is my second Donatello. I was just hoping to get a chase out of him, which honestly I don't know what he is. I think it's a black and white chase, but he doesn't like coming out of the package. Hey guys, how's it going? CSW, thanks. Christian's Wrestling, how's it going? Dave, Outlast. I am simply opening up a couple. This is a test for tomorrow night for the 100 subscription poll. So I'm opening up a couple Funko Pops, and we can talk about just about anything you want. WandaVision, anything. Well, sadly, I did not get the chase in that either. That's okay. I know somebody who is collecting these as well, and they can use the non-chase one, so I'll give it to them. Tristan's Wrestling, it was a grid day, actually. I did have to go to work at 2 a.m. this morning, so it was a long day. But now that I'm off and working on this little thing, I'm much happier. It's always better to be at home messing around with your collection than sitting there. WWE, hey, if anybody wants to, please subscribe. If you subscribe before tomorrow at noon, you'll get put into a drawing for my 100 subscribers. I'm giving away 2 Siege War of Cybertron figures, a Hound and a Starscream. It's going to be a blind draw. Put everybody's names in and spin it off tomorrow night. But really, just kind of here messing with this. Thank you guys for subbing. It means a lot. I don't do a ton of wrestling. I was a big WWF fan back in the day, and I'm really looking forward to. Okay, Tristan, that's no problem. I won't. The Randy Macho Man Savage and the Andre the Giant WrestleMania entrance things that are coming in. Those things are awesome. I really am looking forward to picking those up. And there's several of the Legends figures. I saw the Paul Orndorff and Jake the Snake I want to pick up. So I'll open this up. And the other big thing I collect, other than Star Wars and things like that, is I collect non-sports cards, specifically autographs, pieceworks, all that kind of stuff. And I just got a box in. You know, WWE, I'm hoping that they do a Hogan in that WrestleMania entrance thing as well. I was really hoping they do a Bobby the Brain Heenan with the Andre, since they rode in together on that. And I've seen the new WrestleMania Mr. T Funkos, which are great. And now Funko's making a WWE wrestling thing. It's a 2-pack with Stone Cold and somebody else in it. That Elite Hogan is pretty cool. I do have to admit, when he turned heel, nobody saw that coming, and he did a great job as a heel. He really did. But like I said, I'm kind of an old school wrestler fan. I went to a lot of stuff when I was a kid with the Hart Foundation, and got to meet a whole bunch of them. Paul Bearer and Undertaker were the nicest people I have ever met. But in this box, the first thing I got was a set of the new Star Trek Discovery Season 2 cards. I don't particularly like the show, but that doesn't stop me from collecting things. As you can see, I have a very diverse collection of stuff. I do need to get my WWF out. I do have some LGNs still on card back from the day. And there are several new ones that they tempt me. I do have a lot of the Funko Pops from WWE. Let's see, what are these? Holy smoke. So I got a ton of new autograph cards. Some stuff from Castle and the Outer Limits. Let's see, what's this one? This is from Revenge. I don't even know what that show is. I got these as a bulk, so I'm not necessarily sure what's all in them. Reboot Battlestar. And some James Bond. Star Wars. Vampire Academy. Boy, this really does have a lot of random stuff in it. Vampire Diaries. Oh, some classic Trek and some movie Trek cards. That's cool. A couple JJ Verse Trek cards. Oh, some DS9. Very nice. Boy, I'm happy with these. Oh, wow. And then just a ton of Next Generation. Hey, DS9 in the middle. These are all from different waves, but do like picking these up. I have several thousand of them now. Downfall, I saw somebody got a limited Moxie. So what's up with the limited, what are they, AEW? Are they 1 in 500 and 1 in 1,000? And what's the variant rate on those? Anybody know? So I've seen a couple of people got like a 1 in 500, but I don't know, are there even less ones, like a 1 in 100? Funko does stuff like 1 in 35, but those never hit the boxes. They're always online. But I got some from the show Alphas. That was a cool little Sci-Fi Channel show. Bates Motel, prequel series to Psycho. Jeez, there's a lot in here. Well, that's not too bad. I know I've seen somebody who had 2 of the 1 in 500, so that must have been freaking lucky as hell. Highlander. I'm just not good at pulling chases, either out of cards or out of figures or out of Funko. I'm just horrible at it. My luck never seems to be there. But I have seen that Wave 2 But oh yeah, it's Monday, isn't it? I keep forgetting. Well, enjoy Raw. It should be pretty good. Got a buddy who's got the WWE Network. We were watching that Andre documentary the other night. That was really great. Let's see what else is in here. Falling Skies. Looks like I got a lot of Sci-Fi Channel shows. Continuum. Oh, man. And the Orville. Oh. And some bench warmer cards. There's actually quite a lot of those. Actually, that wasn't bad for $75. Got about 100 new autographs, so that's good. Did anybody catch WandaVision? What'd you all think of that? If you got to watch it yet. Do the WWE chases have just a sticker on them, or are they like a completely different color? Packaging, or like a gold packaging, or trying to keep an eye out for a buddy of mine who loves wrestling. If I see any of these chases, I'll pick them up for him. But I saw that the other ones have a sticker on them. But how do you tell the WWE? Oh, okay. Head swaps. Awesome. I got a buddy who buys all the Marvel Legends figures. And he specifically bought all of the ones for the Hulk in a suit just so he could head swap it and have Kingpin in a completely different outfit. He doesn't even care about the Hulk at all. I'll have to keep an eye out for that. Which would also mean I'd have to know what they were supposed to be wearing in the first place, which is kind of hard. But I've thought about getting back into wrestling. Not figures, but just watching for a little while. But I always forget it's on. It's Mondays and Fridays, right? For Raw and SmackDown. Oh, WWE and Mario Plus, you make stop motions? That's cool. I will definitely have to subscribe to you when I get done. I love everybody. Those ones Downfall does, those are awesome. If anybody else does stop motion, let me know. I'm going to go through and I'll subscribe to each of your channels as well. But I love watching that. You guys are so creative with that and getting your own little scripts going. What channel's AEW on? TNT. Okay, that makes sense. It would probably have been on Spike if Spike still existed as a thing. Seven Central. Okay, cool. I'll have to watch that. I know AEW is really picking up steam. Now, what do you guys like that better than WWE? And is it because of the writing is better, or the guys, or why do you guys seem to like that so much better? Is it just because it's new? Yeah, that's that. My buddy who's a huge WWE fan, he still loves his WWE, but he's really gotten into AEW. and he says he just thinks that they put more time into it. But you know, you'll never really be able to beat, you know, the Rumble Royal or Survivor Series or WrestleMania. WrestleMania will always be the premier thing. It'll be really weird to have him without the Undertaker. It seems like he's literally been doing them forever. But I guess he finally retired. You can only get thrown around so much for so many years without it taking a horrible, you know, toll on your body. And does AEW do like tables and ladders and chairs matches and that kind of thing too, or steel cage, or are they strictly wrestle? Well, that's cool if AEW is a little more free. McMahon does like to hold on to things. Well, that's sweet, Downfall. He's the guy at the beginning of your videos, isn't he? He seems like a good guy. Cracks me up every time I start one of your videos. I sometimes forget he's coming up. Does he have a figure yet? And if so, have you gotten it and have it autographed? AEW, what's the MWAF stand for? Nice, Downfall. Yeah, you could definitely use that as a giveaway when you hit 1,000. I'm sure a lot of people would love it. Well, if he's in Series 4, didn't Series 3 just hit, or was that Series 2 that came out recently? Yeah, so heck, he might be out by maybe April or May, depending on how quickly they dump those things out. Wrestling waves usually come out pretty easy. Oh, that's good. Hey, Sleeping, what's up? Hey, brother, thank you for you and Downfall pushing some people over my way and getting me past that 100 subscription mark. This is my first try at this little live stream thing. Sleeping has this thing down to a science, but I want to make sure it works properly before I go on and look stupid tomorrow night trying to get my prize away. But, well, just a little bit about me and my channel. My name is 1000th Ghost. I call myself that because I love the Haunted Mansion, and the Haunted Mansion is full of 999 spirits, and I would like to be the 1,000th. So, hey, Dave, if I'm not already a member of yours, I will get you there. I'll get you to 50 at least. You know, well, I guess to 49. Somebody else get into 50. I live out in Colorado. It is cold here, sort of. Not as much today, but I mostly do toy hunts and some reviews of things. I'm starting to review WandaVision at the moment and a new series called Marvel 616. It's on Disney Plus. And when movies actually bother to come back onto screens, I'll Buffalo. Oh man, you get that lake effect snow, and then you're just frozen into your house for weeks. I do not envy you, Dave. That's harsh stuff. So I mostly wander around Denver and just do toy hunts and see what I can find. recently the new, of course, everybody's been seeing them. The new Transformers are out. A little bit of new wrestling's coming out, but I haven't really seen a ton apart from the AEW stuff. New Transformers, new Batman. The Walmarts by me have just finished their mod changes. My Walmart said they had 15 pallets of toys that they needed to put out over the next week. So man, I gotta hit them up. My problem is I go to work at 5 o'clock in the morning, and so I don't get off until the afternoon. Half the time, I've missed everything. TEW wrestling. I don't collect a lot of wrestling, but I have seen like that Hogan Elite that's out. I'm probably going to pick up, and any classics they do, I will probably pick up. If they do a Stone Cold, people like that. I don't know the newer people. I know that AJ Styles seems to be on the pickhooks everywhere. So he's the one I know because he's the one I see. There are several new ones that are coming out that I've seen on a couple other things that are pretty neat. Oh, new Eddie Guerrero. See that now? That one I'd probably pick up. That's pretty cool. I feel sorry for Miss Elizabeth. They put that figure out of her, and the sculpt is just horrible. Miss Elizabeth was a very pretty lady, and although I will probably have to buy one if I end up buying that Macho Man WrestleMania thing, so I'm going to have a Miss Elizabeth to go with him. But yeah, if they start doing some more classic WWE stuff, then I definitely won't. Yeah, she's just, she looks like I can't remember her name. She's an old school WWF female wrestler, like Medusa, I want to think, and she just looks just horrible. Otis, okay, I'll have to look for that one. I saw on a video today somebody had found some WWE guys that looked like kind of like Vikings, kind of like they wanted to be the Legion of Doom, but from Viking ages. Scary Sherry, that is it, definitely Scary Sherry. Yes, and that's what that Miss Elizabeth figure looks like. I'll see now. Downfall. If I get Otis, I have to get Tucker. See, you guys are trying to trick me into starting to collect WWF and WWE. Yeah, sleeping. It was a good day. Just trying this thing out here for a little while, and nobody wants Otis. Is he? See the other one that's hanging on the shelves? Downfall's trying to get me to buy peg warmers. I'll buy Otis, and then I'll buy a Mystique and a Domino, and with the ladies of Marvel peg warmers. Peg is sleeping. No, you're the natural. You even have a fire. I don't have a fire. I just have toys. I've gotten a whole bunch of the boxes over here are a whole bunch of stuff I've decided to sell that I've gone through. If you see my one of the things I do is on Mondays I have a mystery box. I just pull out of the garage. I have no clue what's in it, and then go through it. And I found a lot of stuff I thought I'd lost or sold already. So, but thanks, Dave. I've been collecting for a long time. My first Star Wars figure was a Jawa. My first Transformer was Brawn back in the day. My first WWF figure was the LGN Junkyard Dog. I loved LGNs. They were great. And I've been collecting for a long time, and I've just got too much stuff now. And when you start getting older, you start looking at, man, who's going to clean this mess up when I'm gone? And I watch these hoarder shows, and I'm like, oh, man, somebody's going to come do a video of my house. And they're going to be happy with what they find, but they're still going to be like, oh, what in the, what? Wow, All Elite Nation, that sounds cool. Did you use? Did you do it off a wire work? How'd you do the bomb off the ladder in stop motion? Cool. That's got to be hard to control for the figure not to spin around and such. You guys who can do stop motion stuff, that's well beyond me. I know a lot of you guys are younger guys like Downfall and stuff, but man, that takes patience and skill. I've seen some of those guys who do the uh, animated Legos, and I'm like, yeah, sleeping. I am too old for that. You know, I would use the other word, but they're kids. So Downfall, I saw you were doing that, but I was stuck at work and I couldn't get on at work. It's hard. Zooms are hard. We do them at work every so often, and if you're not, some people do it with the video, and some do just the audio. And man, it's a mess if everybody can't see each other and see when you're talking. When Rocco, if you guys follow Rocco the Great, when Rocco was on um, Marvel Collectibles the guy the other day, there were like 5 of them, and I was very impressed they weren't talking over each other. It was pretty cool. Hey, thanks, Darth. Check back tomorrow. I'm gonna probably do this again at about 5 o'clock tomorrow, so I can pull for my 100th subscriber. But yeah, see, and living out here, so many of you guys like sleeping and stuff. You guys live on the East Coast, and I'll clock in and to catch you guys. And thanks, sleeping. Like I said, I'm trying to do mine early so I wouldn't catch you guys trying to do your own stuff, being out at 7 your time out there. If I do mine at 5. Yeah, Downfall. It's a very nice place. It's very pretty. If you like skiing, you like hiking, you like going outside. It's a beautiful place. It really is. Um, we've kind of had a couple dry summers. It's so we're kind of camping's not so hot anymore. But yeah, it's a wonderful place to live. It really is. Where God doesn't try and destroy us every couple years of a hurricane. There's no earthquakes. Durango is very pretty. And Pagosa Springs, yeah, in Colorado Springs. Yeah, only being an hour away, you would think I'd go down there to toy hunt more often, but man, that drive kills you. It's only an hour and 15 minutes away. People who live on the West Coast in like LA, they were like, yeah, that's how far I drive to go to work every day. And we have some people who do that, and I can't see driving an hour and a half to go to work. Oh, the Broadmoor. You are lucky. I have wanted to go down there and stay there. For those of you who don't know, the Broadmoor is a beautiful hotel. The other one that's really great down in the Springs is the Stanley. That's where uh, uh, where The Shining was set. The Shining movie with Jack Nicholson. Ollie, no, I don't anymore. I'm going to be forced to because now they say there's a new Indiana Jones game coming. There's an open world Star Wars game coming. And the only thing I ever really played recently is I played a whole bunch of the Lego games. Just because at the end of the day, running around and punching things and collecting coins is about all I really want to do. I don't want to have to fight zillions of people. And, I got a buddy who plays Red Dead Redemption, and he gets so mad. It's like, that's not what I want to do while playing a video game anymore. I'm too old for that. I just want to play a good Mario game. If they could remaster Mario 64, that'd be great. Yeah, that open world Star Wars would be. I mean, if they can make it I don't know if it's going to be like, Knights of the Old Republic, or if it's what it's going to be. It's where do you? I mean, the possibilities are endless, and I love those open-ended games. I do not like PvP. I played Warcraft for about 10 years, and I play PvE simply because it's. Oh, Dynamite, that's a good name, Downfall. Oh yeah, KOTOR, that was everybody's jam. I love that game. It's nice to see them slowly pulling stuff into canon from that again. Um, but that Indiana Jones game sounds cool. And now they're talking about an Indiana Jones animated series. That would be pretty good. Anything to expand that lore. Yeah, I know a lot of people who play DC Universe Online, and they really like it. If it could get to there, it'd be nice. I barely played the Old Republic. No, what was there was an MMO for Star Wars that I played a little bit of, but it just I love questing, and I love doing stuff, and I love helping people and all that. But I think I played at the very beginning when there were just too many people around, and it was hard to do stuff. So if that open-ended Star Wars game, that would be pretty cool. I do watch my buddy play Red Dead Redemption, and that's pretty open. I mean, you can go and do pretty much anything you want. Hey, Gunsmoke Wrestling, how's it going? But oh man, and that's my original uh, Choo Choo, Louisville Choo Choo, and it's amazing it survived because my uncle hates it. I recently found one online that I bought for his grandkids. He hates the sound of it, and I got somebody to work on the electronics on it so it would work, and sent it off. Oh man, was he mad! It was hilarious, and of course, because he hates it, his grandkids love it, and they switch out the records, and it's pretty funny. Yeah, at some point I found a box that's got my old Fisher Price Sesame Street um, toy in it, Little People toy. A couple other things from my childhood I didn't know I still had. I thought my mom had thrown those out years ago. So you'll see as you guys are catching me off and on, you'll see that stuff disappears and back. Prize possession. Um, well, I have a transformer from Generation 2 that was one of 200, I believe it is. That was for their first BotCon, which was a Transformers convention. And I think that's probably my most precious thing because there's so few of them. And the con was a lot of fun, got to meet a lot of people. But yeah, Playmobil Ghostbusters. I did. I have the whole line now, um, and I've got pretty much everything for Scooby Doo. Um, and my buddy sent me over here. These are actually Greek gods from Playmobil. But yeah, I've been a big Ghostbusters collector for years. I have the original um, real Ghostbusters figures, and then I bought those new ones that came out at Walmart just because. Um, and at some point, they really need to mark those down. I don't know how they're going to go around. I do have the Ecto 1A. Have you guys seen that new Ecto from the new movie that fits the plasma figures? That thing's awesome. I'm looking for that over this weekend once I get paid. It's only $50. The figures were 19 a piece, but now I can get an Ecto 1 for, uh, $50. Hell yeah. Oh, it doesn't? Oh, man. The box looked like it was big enough for it. Well, then what's the point of making that thing so big? Hmm. Well, I wasn't going to open it anyway. I'm an inbox collector for the most part, um, but so I don't open a lot of stuff. I open a few things here and there that I buy duplicates of, like when they made the Back to the Future Transformer. I had to get one of him and a second one of him to open. And I do open a few things, but 3 3/4 inch figures. Now, they've never done Ghostbusters figures in that size. I wonder if that's something that's coming up for the new movie, or have you guys seen the Marvel Legends 3 3/4 inch figures that Hasbro was it Hasbro Pulse did? Maybe Hasbro's going to dump some 3 3/4 inch figures out. That'd be pretty cool. I would not mind that at all. Kind of a collected wave like they did the Indiana Jones. They can do Ghostbusters 1 and 2 and 3. And then maybe even throw in a couple, real Ghostbusters. And I don't remember what the reboot was called. I try and forget that movie. But thank you, Sleeping. That is I love the Haunted Mansion. It's my favorite thing in the whole world. One of my best days was when I went out to Florida for something, and they were getting ready to close, and the ladies who were running the Haunted Mansion let me do the ride along with them, because they have to ride along and make sure there's nobody in the ride or everything's working and stuff. So I got to go back behind and walk through the whole thing with the lights on, which is a completely different experience. And then to clear the ride through, they let me sit on it and ride it through 6 times. It was awesome. Thank you, Sleeping. I have them all. In fact, I have picked up a second set just so I can open them. And I can't wait for this year's. They say they're actually going to do several of the ghosts from the ballroom. Oh, that's cool. Now, do you guys have a special name for yourselves, like the 501 or anything, or are you just local Ghostbuster groups? The only proton pack I have is I have the proton pack from the real Ghostbusters back in the day, which I'm surprised they did not go ahead and redo. Sorry, the roommate's cat has decided that she no longer wants me to be in here with the door shut, so the door is now open. So I know Denver has some of them. I got a buddy who he's just joined their group, and he's a good cosplayer, and he made his entire uniform and made his proton pack, things like that. They've got a couple vehicles, and they take them to Denver Comic Con and stuff. Well, that's cool. Yeah, sometimes the 501 can be very militaristic. Thank you, Sleeping. I will pop into yours tomorrow as soon as I'm done with my thing tomorrow. But so, yeah, that's pretty much me. Toys for Tots, yeah, that's their main thing here too, or at least it was for this year. I was really disappointed at COVID. Really took a bite out of Toys for Tots this year. My company usually does a huge Toys for Tots drive, but they decided because of COVID that they weren't going to take individual present or toys from individuals because they felt they would have to clean them before they gave them out. And yeah, it's just another thing COVID killed. But hopefully all that will be behind us by this time in 2022 or earlier. I would really like to have a summer again, and they've already canceled the Denver Comic Con So we're not going to have that. But maybe they won't cancel San Diego, or maybe they already have it. I don't know. I know they've canceled Toy Fair for this year. So everybody's going to be doing individual things virtually. Funko's starts tomorrow. I know they've got about 15 new pops that they're putting out. Those should start. They'll start talking about those tomorrow through Friday, I believe. So, well, thanks everybody for stopping by. I'm going to go ahead and get ready to shut this down. Oh, that's a good idea. The drive-bys. That's good. No, thank you guys for showing up. Thank you, Downfall, for passing this out. And like I said, I'll be back on tomorrow at 5 o'clock Mountain Time, and I'm going to do a poll for a Hound and a Starscream War from Cybertron Siege figures that are going to give out to one of my subscribers as a thank you for hitting 100. So thank you guys for all being here. You guys all have a great night. If you haven't, subscribe if you want to be part of that. You just have to subscribe and go to the 100 subscriber video, and at the bottom, just say that you would like to be part of it, and I will enter you into the contest tomorrow. Thank you guys. Have a great night.